Oh my goodness gracious. This is actually, I guess you're going to have to know. This is take two.
Yeah, we had audio problems before. We're
Yeah.
hoping the audio's better.
Well, and if it's not, then those of you who can't hear, then you're going to learn to read lips so that you can understand what we're saying.
I don't think I'd go to all that, but it's not that.
This is called Aruba Summing It Up, okay? I know. Hi, we've been gone for 7 years. Welcome back. Coffee
Gone,
with J and C.
gone from where?
From our show.
Oh,
Remember we were on
yeah,
hiatus?
yeah.
Well, the show
Well,
got canceled.
no, the show's been going on. We just didn't record it.
We weren't recording, but the show 7 years ago, we decided we were going to like put a pause on it. Um, Boy, a lot's happened, but we're not going to go there right now. But we are going to say that after 20 years of talking about going to Aruba, we talked about going on our 20th wedding anniversary. 20 years later, we just celebrated 40 years, if you can believe it. I'm a saint, I know. If anybody knows this guy over here, I'm up for sainthood. But we went to Aruba finally after 20 years of planning and saving. We decided to do this as a big special trip for ourselves, and we survived it. And now we want to sum it up, which means if anybody doesn't really know exactly where Aruba is, it's 17 miles off the northern coast of Venezuela, South America. And it's an island, and it's very hot. It is 865 miles from the equator, and just so you have some reference, Michigan is about 3,000 miles from the equator. And even though we don't look tan, we really were there, and we really did spend time in the sun. We just wore a lot of sunscreen because even if it was only in the 90 degrees, low 90s, the most of the time while we were there, it was
hot. It was very hot.
It was very hot.
For 90, it was very hot.
It was so, yeah.
It was like Michigan, like 115.
150?
15.
Oh, they said 50.
150. What, I'm a baked potato? But no, it was hot, and you'd have burned real easy. I don't care who you were.
So Aruba, again, an island, not very big, like 19 miles long and 6 miles wide or something to that effect. 100,000 people and about 300,000 cars, wouldn't you say?
There's a lot of cars, a lot of traffic. It's a Dutch-controlled Providence.
Yeah.
But
which they don't
from
speak
what I
Dutch.
can tell, nobody speaks Dutch. They all speak Spanish, and so
there's only about 4%
between the language
Dutch.
barrier and the logic barrier, I called it them speaking Span Dutch because you order, like you go to a restaurant and you order like a turkey and cheese sandwich, and they bring you a club sandwich.
You're getting a club sandwich.
And you say, I didn't order a club sandwich, and they say club sandwich.
Yeah.
You order club sandwich.
Apparently. But one thing they did have that we were very interested in trying was something, it's Dutch pancakes. Okay, so we love pancakes. Who doesn't love pancakes? They're not the American pancakes. They're a cross between a crepe and a pancake. But it was very good. And I did get to try a Dutch pancake. So it was good. It was unique. That was one of the unique foods that we did try. So back to Aruba. So we talked.
Well, they don't have any stoplights.
Okay, they don't have any stoplights, but what they do have a lot of, only have at intersections.
They don't have stoplights. They have circular intersections, is what they call them. And around also, here, they call them roundabouts.
Yes.
But they're nuts because they're double laned, 2 lanes like that. It's like driving in a tilt-a-whirl, an automotive tilt-a-whirl somehow.
So miraculously, we did not wreck the rent-a-car, and we were able to survive that.
And they don't have just one. It's not, but they have those instead of a traditional intersection.
Right, there really is not really an intersection. But so that was a lot of fun, and you learn a lot when you're driving around with 200 plus thousand other cars in yourself
that speak Span Dutch.
And
boy,
they don't drive slow at all.
No, they don't drive slow.
And because everything is in a different language in terms of the minimal signs that there are, it's kilometers. I don't know what 80 kilometers is. I think somebody told us it's double, but I don't think they meant it's 160. But I have no idea. I didn't bring a calculator.
But we didn't wreck the car. That's good. We did have fun, but it's packed. It's a tourist destination. They say it's one happy island. But when we got there, got off the plane and went through customs and all that, nobody's happy. Everybody's pissed off.
Oh, yeah. Those people were not happy. There was a couple behind us, and they whispered in my ear, "Don't walk up there until they tell you to." I'm like, oh boy, this is like a Seinfeld episode in the Soup Nazi. So we stood there very still like, oh boy, here we go. Yeah, that was not having a fun first experience for sure, but we survived. We had fun even if not everybody was happy.
And it's not an island like Galveston, like where there's a bridge between Houston and Galveston. It's an island. You either get there by airplane, by swimming, or by boat. That's it.
Yeah.
And considering that there is no bridge to the island, I don't know where all these cars came from, because that place is packed with cars.
I think there was a secret boat in the middle of the night that brought cars. People, too, for that matter. We did see some interesting, well, we won't get into that part of it.
Yeah.
But we'll...
But we did, we got to see a lot of beaches. It's very beautiful in that regard. And
well, one thing we did see were donkeys. Now, I was not expecting this, driving back from a beach, and to see, I don't know if it's a herd of donkeys, but there were several. There were several donkeys who decided that they were
more than several. There's a what do they call it, a sanctuary?
Well, that's not where we were though. We were just mindlessly driving along a road, and these donkeys
suddenly
just
there's
appeared.
A bunch of donkeys.
But I'm assuming if you hit a donkey with your car, that's bad. So we did not do that. And
well, here and in Austin and different places, they have homeless people begging for money. There aren't any homeless people on the street corner begging for money, just donkeys.
So we had to look it up because, we always want to know the history of different things. And we had to find out why and how do these poor donkeys even get here? And
because they're not indigenous. They don't belong there. They didn't want to go there, I don't think. Somebody brought them there because before automobiles, it was the only way to use them as transportation or as pack animals. And so somebody said, well, we're going to need some donkeys. And so they had a whole bunch of donkeys. And then somebody invented the car. And the donkeys are out of work.
The poor donkeys. What are they going to do? They don't have anything to eat.
We don't need you anymore. We're done with you.
They're saying, wait a minute, but I want to. And they're saying, no, sorry.
Okay, well, take me back to where you got me. We're not doing that.
No, grandfathered in. Sorry. Your great ancestors signed up for this. And
you're on your own.
It's
an island and donkeys don't swim. What do you mean I'm on my own?
But we're not the original donkeys. That's too bad. It's part of your ancestry. If you're lucky, maybe you'll go to the sanctuary.
Yeah. Or you could be one of the wild desert donkeys, which, I don't know. It's hot.
You like cactus.
You're eating cactus. It doesn't sound like a very appealing life to me, but...
You're not allowed on the beaches, I don't think, because I didn't see any donkeys on the beaches.
I didn't see any beach donkeys, no.
Oh my goodness. So that was great fun. And yes, we survived, even though we were worried at first that Hurricane Lee was going to put a damper on our fun. We did make it down and back. And ironically, we had a layover in Boston on the way back, actually quite extensive layover from about 11 o'clock at night until 6 o'clock in the morning. They shut the airport down. It's not a 24-hour airport. And we thought, we'll find a nice quiet corner where we can close our eyes for a little bit. And luckily we saw the resident, we're going to call them mice, although they're not mice.
They're rats.
They were rats.
They're Boston rats.
And they were coming in because I think that's what they do. And they think it's a good place to be because there isn't anybody there. I don't know what they're eating.
There were people there. That's the problem.
Well, we were. And so anyway, the poor rats, we decided to go up a floor to see if we could get away from them, and that seemed to work. I didn't see any more after that. Although after a certain amount of hours flying and traveling, you don't even care anymore. So we just made sure we didn't eat any food while we were there. That was the top thing.
But it was interesting to go to Aruba. It was fun. I'm glad we went, and I'm glad we
survived
are not there anymore.
Survived to come
Unfortunately.
back. Survived coming
it's
back.
It's just really packed.
Yeah, well, think about, too, besides how many tourists there were, there's McDonald's and Wendy's and KFC and Taco Bell and all these restaurants that
very Americanized.
Thought that's why we were going there, for a different, experience. But nobody wants that. Everybody wants the same experience, and that is eating fast food, I guess, which just is fascinating. I just was very surprised at that.
And in spite of their motto, it doesn't appear to be one happy island.
We found a few people. We were happy. It was fun.
We had fun. Yeah,
we did. And we're really glad we did it. So sum it up, we are saying that if we think that we have anybody that wants us to continue, Coffee with J and C can be back. We can try to do some sort of regular show, I guess is the lack of a better word. But again, even when
I do the show every morning when I wake up. And now if she wants to record it, that's fine by me.
The cameras aren't on, we're still doing a show. We do have a lot to catch up on, let me tell you. From Texas to Michigan, it's been a long 7 years. And so we could continue. We'll see what the response is. And hope you're all having a great day. And it is one happy island of one. I mean, I guess. I mean, if you're happy yourself, then you're one happy island.
And you know what they say, if you're happy and you know it, clap your hands.
All right, guys. Take care. Bye.